There's been a lot of talk about this story. A Houston man is back in jail tonight after he was let out on $1 bonds.
Tonight, he is accused of attacking the same woman again. Grace White is downtown with this story for us. Grace?
When this suspect first got to PC court, his bond was set at a combined $60,000. It wasn't until he went before another judge that his bond was lowered, and that's what has people talking.
The combined totals originally for this defendant was $2.
It's a case Andy Kahn with Crime Stoppers says caught his attention. On December 27th, Aubrey Taylor was arrested for kidnapping and assault charges. Initially, when he appeared in PC court and got the higher bond, the court noted Taylor was accused of holding a woman in his car for several days. She says she was repeatedly choked and beat. The court also noted his criminal history, saying incarcerations have not deterred his criminal behavior in the past and a high bond was necessary to protect the victim. But when he appeared in the 232nd Judge Josh Hill's court, he was given a $1 bond on each charge.
And if I'm a defense attorney and I have a client in the 232nd District Court who's currently in custody and charged with a violent offense, I'd be filing motions the next day saying, I want the same deal you cut this guy for my client. So where does it end?
On the bail order, the judge noted Taylor could not afford to post bond and pointed out a new Texas law, Senate Bill 6, wouldn't allow him to give a PR bond, meaning no cash down, because of the offense's violent nature. The judge added GPS monitoring with house arrest as a condition of release and signed off on the $1 bond. But just days later, Taylor was arrested again for attacking the same victim.
I have given $1 bonds on several occasions. I know many of my colleagues have.
Judge Chris Morton is not presiding over the case and can't comment on specifics, but does offer a judge's perspective and says $1 bonds are within the law. He says there's often a lot more going on in the courtroom than what people realize.
We just follow the law as it's laid out by the legislature. So when they say we can't give a personal bond in these cases, we don't. But whenever it's appropriate to give a bond that a person can make, if $1 is what that is, and generally the parties are going to agree if that's the case, that's what we do.
Governor Abbott also weighing in, calling this case horrific, promising changes this legislative session to, quote, eliminate what he calls easy bail policies that allow dangerous criminals back on the streets.